Here you are, face to face in this trashy bar. Another glass and I am going places. Makes me laugh about the irony of everything. I like the way you're thinking. I don't really care about the music on the dance floor. I don't really mind all the smokers in the bathroom. I don't care at all, baby. You got my attention. So you were saying, oh no, I don't see the logic of things. It's quite a lonely world that we're living in. Oh baby, you are something special, I'm sure. Everything makes total sense when you're next to me. When I go, I am all about adventure times. Another drink and I'll go anywhere. The way you smell, like a flash in the universe. You are illuminating. I don't really care about the people in the bar line. I don't really mind all the who goes doing stage dives. I don't care at all, baby. You got my attention. So you were saying, I don't see the logic of things. It's quite a lonely world that we're living in. Oh baby, you are something special, I'm sure. Everything makes total sense when you're next to me. Even if I told you I could never let you go, I am not so sure you believe me. But if I mean to show you, I will never let you go. No, 'cause you don't see the logic of things. It's quite a lonely world that we're living in. Oh baby, you are something special, I'm sure. Everything makes total sense when you're next to me. Wanna shake the ground, wanna break away, let loose. I'm tired of waiting, gotta make that move. All the neon signs, now they shout to me and you to write our story. Wanna shape the new. Do you wanna come along with me? Come along with me. Do you wanna? And we ain't got
Hey, from the moment of my opened eye, been looking for a guiding light to lead me on my way. Yeah, lost, struggling to make the top. A slipping grip can't hold me up. It's the game of life we play. When everything comes crashing down behind your door, when I hear the sound, you say the word and I'll stay the night. You wouldn't text if you moved on. You wouldn't kick me in your phone unless you know that you were wrong. Now, from this moment rolling up, a speeding train can't hold it up. You and I, we lost our way. You cheated, lied, and ran away, and I got stuck with a knife in me. And this pain won't go away, but still. When everything comes crashing down behind your door, when I hear the sound, you say the word and I'll stay the night. You wouldn't text if you moved on. You wouldn't kick me in your phone unless you know that you were wrong. But I hold on, but I hold on, but I hold on for dearest life until you're gone. I'm out of the frame, don't hold your breath. I'm used to the pain, but baby, don't forget. It's all fun and game until the final step. That's when you overstep. You know that I'm weak, you exploit that, yeah. I'm down on my knees when you place your bet. Keep telling myself it's the last of it, but I hold on. When everything comes crashing down behind your door, when I hear the sound, you say the word and I'll stay the night. You wouldn't text if you moved on. You wouldn't kick me
having a wonderful day, and I'm so excited to be here with you. I'm Amy Porterfield, and if we haven't yet met, I help entrepreneurs build their email list and take their knowledge, know-how, and skill set and turn that into profitable digital courses that they can launch over and over and over again. So I do have a guest with me today. As you can see, I've got Scout with me. He's taking a break. It's only 11 a.m. here in Nashville, but he's very, very tired. He's had a really rough day so far. And I saw Sydney said that she had her dog with her and she was hoping Scout would make an appearance. Well, this is basically what you get. I want Scout's life. I tell him that all the time. But speaking of Scout's life being really, really good, one of the things that I talked about last week was having more freedom in your personal life and in your business life, and how a digital course can bring you more freedom. Well, I do think this is going to sound silly, but one definition of freedom for me, or one way freedom looks for me, is to have my dog by my side every day when I'm working. And if there's any obsessive dog owners like me, then you get it, right? It's like the most magical thing to be able to do work you love at your house with your dog. Can life get any better? I don't know. I don't know if it could. So that's one of the reasons why I love creating digital courses and launching them online, because I get to work from wherever. I recently moved from Southern California. I saw there was another gal in the group that said, hello from Southern California. Oh, Desiree, I see you. I'm a little jealous because I love Southern California. Born and raised there, and I recently moved to Nashville. And my husband and I are making our home here now. And one of the things that I love is that we were able to do that. I have a business with 20 full-time employees all over the US, and I'm able to work from wherever. That's freedom to me as well. So we talked a lot about how a digital course can give you more freedom. Time freedom, creativity freedom, financial freedom, because it's an asset in your business that you create once and then launch it over and over and over again. So you're not reinventing the wheel every time you want to do something new, so that you're not scrambling with 10 plates in the air at one time. You can do less in your business, but that one asset can make you money over and over again. So today we're going to talk about 3 ways to know if you're actually ready to create a digital course in your business, or this business that you're currently growing. At the end of this mini training that I'm going to do right now, I want you to walk away knowing if you feel as though you're ready to do this or not. Now, you'll never have full confidence to say, this is the best thing I should do. It's guaranteed to work. I'm ready to go. No one gets into that, gets into digital courses with that kind of confidence. I have hundreds and hundreds of success stories of people that I've taught how to create digital courses who have had 5-figure, 6-figure launches, have hit the 7-figure mark. And none of them started out creating a digital course saying, this is guaranteed to work in my business. Everyone was a little nervous when they started, but that's normal. Like anything in life when you first get started, right? But I want to give you some clarity around how to know if you and your business are ready to create a digital course, so you can take that courage and get started. It might not be confidence. We'll talk about the difference between confidence and courage a little bit later, but I want you just to get the courage to get started if you think a digital course is right for your business. Okay. So are you ready? I use slides. So basically it's going to look something like this, where I'm here, hi, and then I'm over there as well with the slides. So this is 3 ways to know if you're ready to create a digital course. I've got 3 scenarios. Are you ready? Oh, I forgot to tell you. Let me jump back here. I have Amazon gift cards. I give away $25 Amazon gift cards every time I do a Facebook Live, because I actually want to bribe you to stay engaged in the comments. So I just randomly give them away when I see people being engaged in the comments. And so if you just stay with me, answer the questions when I ask you them, give me all the emojis, all the yeses, all the nos, whatever it is that I might be asking, you might be randomly selected. I'll give away 5 while I'm here. And if you do win an Amazon gift card, just email support@amyporterfield.com and we'll hook you up today. So support@amyporterfield.com, $25. You can add it to whatever order you have in your basket right now. So it can just add a little treat to that, make it easier. Okay, are we ready? I fooled you, but we're really going back. All right, so we're going back to the slides. amyporterfield.com/workbook 3. Go there right now. Just grab the workbook so you don't have to take any notes and you can just have fun with this training and get in the comments with me and we can have a chat. amyporterfield.com/workbook 3. I took notes for you so that you can go back to these notes just to make sure that you didn't miss a thing, and they'll help you to decide if you're ready to create a digital course. All right, so we've got 3 scenarios. This is scenario number 1. And I want you in the comments, if you see your scenario, when I call it out, put scenario 1, give me some emojis, let me know if this is you or maybe you're going to be the other 2. The first one is you don't have an audience. So let's say you have very few followers on social media. You don't have an email list. Let's say there's less than 10 people on your email list. You don't have a course idea. So you want to maybe create a course, but you're not even sure what your course idea would be, your course topic. And you want to create a course, but you're not sure how likely that is for you anytime soon. So give me scenario 1 in the comments if this is you. And if you could totally yes, 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 this is me. Give me emojis. Let me make sure that I can see you in the comments. Let's see here. So scenario 1, Vanessa, you get an Amazon gift card because you were the first one I saw. So just email support@amyporterfield.com and they'll hook you up with a $25 Amazon gift card. Okay, so let's see here. Olivia saying no email list, but I have the other points. I need an email list. Okay, lots of you need an email list. Okay. Mira says, can you be part of a scenario? Yes, but you might more likely relate to 2 or 3, scenarios 2 or 3. So hang with me. So here's my recommendations for all of you that are like, yep, scenario 1 is me. So here are my recommendations. Number 1, the foundation needs to come before the house. A foundation of your business is your email list. I want you all to hear me for just a moment. Social media is amazing. Social media is powerful, and social media will help you grow an audience. But social media is fickle. The algorithm changes constantly. And if you build your business on rented land, social media is rented. You do not own it. If you build your business on rented land and that algorithm changes, so does your business. So let's not put all your eggs in one basket. The most reliable, most powerful asset that you can have in your business is an email list. I say it's the foundation of your business. But the greatest thing ever is if you want to create a digital course, you do not need a huge email list to be successful. I have students who have had 5-figure and 6-figure launches with around 100 people on their email list, which is very doable. You could have that in a month or 2. So with that, let's go back here. My recommendations. Your impact as a course creator will be so much greater once you've built an audience full of eager potential customers. Your primary focus should be to build an email list of potential buyers. So with that, I want you to start focusing on how can I grow my email list? First, you've got to get clear on your niche, your market, and your ideal community, like who you want to serve. Many of you in scenario 1 already know who you want to serve. From there, we've got to give them a reason to get on your email list. So I'm all about a lead magnet, a cheat sheet, a checklist, a workbook. So if you go to amyporterfield.com/workbook3, that's a lead magnet. You're going to give me your name and email in exchange for, I think it's set up behind an opt-in. It must be a name and email in exchange for the workbook. This is a list building opportunity so I can stay in touch with you. So when you're ready to create a digital course, I'm your girl. So there's always opportunities to give something irresistible that people want to sign up for. And from there, it's just list building. I can promise you this, list building gets a whole lot easier once you get started, just like anything in life, right? You just got to get started. But you do not need a huge email list to create your digital course and launch it. That's the beauty of this all. So keep that in mind. And some people always ask me, well, Amy, what's your favorite software to use to grow your email list? ConvertKit. amyporterfield.com/ConvertKit. My team will put it in the comments below. If you do not have an email service provider, software that allows you to take names and emails and send out emails, ConvertKit, hands down. amyporterfield.com/ConvertKit. Okay. Moving on to scenario number 2, many of you are going to relate to this one. So if you're multitasking, come back to me. I want to know who relates to scenario 2. So here we go. Number 1, you've been building your email list. Heck, it might be less than 100, but at least you've gotten the ball rolling. You've started. You have a course idea or maybe 2 or 3. Let me stop there. How many of you, give me emojis, just emojis, so I know that you're actually answering this one question. How many of you have more than one course idea? Like you're thinking, well, I could do this, or I could do that, or I could do this. Maybe a mix of things you've done in your personal life, things you've done in your business life. How many of you, give me all the emojis in the comments, if you have more than one idea for a digital course? Okay, so let me just look. There's always like a little delay. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. Wait, hold on. I don't know. Okay, here we go. Miriam, M-O-H is your last name. She says, me, with all the hands raised. You get an Amazon gift card. So I love that so many of you have tons of ideas. I'm not an idea girl. I don't even know how I've made it as an entrepreneur. I am not flooded with ideas. So I usually have one or two really good ones and the rest that don't even come to me. So for those of you who have tons of ideas, I'm always jealous of you. I think it's fantastic. Love, love, love it. So yeah, keep it coming. I see many of you have lots of ideas. Okay, so that's a great thing. Part of scenario 2 is also, you have experiences and knowledge you can share with others. Here's a secret. We all have scenarios and experiences and not scenarios. We all have experiences and lessons learned in life and results that we've gotten that we can share with everyone. I believe that we all have a digital course in us that we can teach. I believe that. As long as you've gotten results for yourself, like you lost 50 pounds, or you know how to knit, as long as or you can quilt this beautiful quilt. I don't know. Obviously, I don't quilt, but you know what I mean. You can create something amazing. That's a result. So we all have results that we've gotten in our life that we can teach in a digital course. Also, you're committed to making the time to work on creating a course. You do need to do what I call tiger time, which you become fierce of your time. And let's say an hour a day you devote 5 days a week to creating your course until it's done. Like you actually schedule the time. You do have to be willing to do so. And then from there, you struggle. Maybe this is you. Scenario 2 doesn't have to be perfectly you, but some of you will struggle with imposter syndrome and wonder if anyone would actually buy a course you create. Guess what? That is normal. That is so normal that you worry, oh my gosh, what if I create this and what if no one buys? I think every first-time course creator feels that way. But what I teach, I have a program called Digital Course Academy. It's not open right now. But what I teach in Digital Course Academy is how to validate a course idea so you never create a course that won't sell. So that's like a big piece of the puzzle that if you're serious about creating a course, I can teach you how to validate it. Okay, so who here is scenario 2? Put it in the comments right now. Say scenario 2. Oh, I just saw one and you're getting an Amazon gift card. Hold on. It was the first one I saw. Where did she go? Hold on. I saw it. Mira. Mira says, I'm probably a 2. Okay. You get an Amazon gift card. Did I already give you an Amazon gift card? I don't think so. You get an Amazon gift card. Support@amyporterfield.com. Let them know that you're a winner. Okay. So let's see here. My recommendations. A first-time course creator has to tap into their courage before confidence. This is important. So hear me out. Confidence isn't a function of how many affirmations you repeat each morning. You don't look in the mirror and you say that you're worthy and you say that you're good enough, and then all of a sudden you have confidence. Although I think affirmations are important, they don't necessarily breed confidence. Confidence is developed in the steps you take in the path laid out in front of you. It takes courage to take the first few steps. I always say courage comes before confidence. Courage is that leap of faith, that desire that you want something so bad you're going to do it even when you're scared. That is courage. Confidence is when you start to have a little proven track record. Things are starting to work. Things are starting to come together. You're starting to see small results and then big results. Of course, you can be confident in that. But it takes courage first because you don't have any proof. And if you're willing to use courage to jump into the digital course game, which literally can change your business and your life, then you, my friend, are golden. Okay, so we're moving on. And so next steps, if you're scenario 2, next steps, identify a course topic. So if you're one of those people that has a bunch of ideas for a course topic, ask yourself, where have you gotten the best results? And can you attract an audience who wants to learn what you know? Like start looking around like, this is what I can teach, and this is an audience I know I can tap into who would want the solution to the problem they have. The solution is your course. So also, I love this one. If you are struggling with a course idea, a course topic, I've got the magic wand question for you. So take a snapshot of this, or actually, if you go to amyporterfield.com/workbook3, it will be in there. So if you, this is the question. If you could wave a magic wand and make your biggest challenge disappear, what would you choose? If you could wave a magic wand and make your biggest challenge disappear, what would you choose? Now, let's say I was in the weight loss industry. I would say something like, I'd post this on social media, on Instagram, on Facebook, LinkedIn, wherever you want to post it. And I would say, if you could wave a magic wand and make your biggest challenge with losing weight disappear, what would you choose? Like, what challenge are you having? So they tell you where they're struggling, and then you decide if you have a digital course to help them with that struggle. That's how the magic wand question works. Also, just keep asking your audience, what do they want? What do they need? Where are they struggling? What do they desire? Asking is very powerful and totally free. And then from there, I want you to question, like, do you have a roadmap or a blueprint? Actually, tell me in the comments, say yes in the comments right now if you do one-on-one work. Like you're a coach, a consultant, a service-based provider. Is that you? Give me a yes in the comments if you do one-on-one work, like a coach, consultant, service-based provider, you're a web designer. Scout is not any of these things. He's done. Let me know in the comments if that's you, because you likely already know you're trading time for dollars. You're trading time for dollars. And so but the bonus here is that if you do a lot of one-on-one work, the beauty of this is that you actually have a roadmap, a blueprint that you can teach in a digital course. Many of my most successful students are people who taught one-on-one, coaching, consulting, service-based business, did one-on-one work. And they took that roadmap or the blueprint of how they got their customers' results and tweaked it to make it work in a digital course. So many of my success stories come from that. So if you do one-on-one work, you are primed and ready, my friend, for a digital course. Okay, I was looking at who said yes to having a one-on-one business. And Michelle says, yes, I'm a writing coach. You were the first one I saw. So you, my friend, get an Amazon gift card. Now, remember, the Amazon gift cards are super random. I look down, and if I see the answer, you just get to win. Very, very scientific, right? Okay, so let's go back to our slides. So these are the next steps in terms of what you would do. Now, don't worry too much about next steps, because I actually have an even better resource for you that I'm going to show you soon, totally free, that I think you're going to love. Okay, scenario number 3. Are you ready? Scenario number 3. I'm so curious how many of you fall into this scenario. Number 1, you run a successful business and have a marketable skill that other people are interested in learning. You're a graphic designer. You are a chef. You are a psychologist. You are a dog trainer. You are a hairstylist. Whatever it would be. So many of my digital course success stories, oh my gosh, the niches, the markets, the skills, very vast. So just know every industry every skill set in different industries can be turned into a digital course. Okay, you're tired of trading time for money. Maybe you hit that wall, like there's only one of you, there's only so much money you can make. You will hit that ceiling, right? You have an idea for a course, or maybe a few. You're willing to make the time to create it. It's that tiger time. And you see your own potential, but need encouragement and resources to actually take action. Like, you know you've got what it takes, but you're like, I just don't know if I can do this alone. I might need some accountability, some virtual hand-holding, and some help. And the thing with the digital course, no one's taught how to do a digital course in school, right? No one teaches this in high school or college. So of course you don't know exactly how to create a digital course. We're just talking about the desire to want to create one and where your business is set up right now to do so. So that's what we're talking about. So my recommendations would be you've got all of your bases covered and you can confidently move forward in creating your digital course. So yes, you're ready for a course. I want you to find your unique advantage. We all have it. So it's like sandwiched between your experience and your mission. So what you do best and why you want to serve, who you want to serve, why it matters to you. Somewhere in there is your unique advantage. So it can be as simple. Let me tell you my unique advantage. My unique advantage is that when I teach people how to do anything from building an email list to creating a digital course, I painstakingly, on my part, get into step by step how to do it. I was so tired of digital courses that kind of would skim over things and leave people very confused and like having to guess what to do. So when I create digital courses for my students, I do it step by step by step. I slow down. I create extra resources to help my students. I virtually hold their hand. They feel very, very supported by me. Now, there's other people that do that as well. I'm not saying this unique advantage is all mine. I'm just saying it's fairly rare in my industry. So it allows me to shine. It allows people to gravitate toward me knowing I'm their girl to teach them how to create an email list or a digital course. So where do you shine? Where do you shine? We all do, my friends. You can't hide from your shine. It's there. Even if you don't know what it is, it's there. And sometimes I always tell my students, well, ask your friends and family, what do you think makes you unique? Because they might know better than you do. So it's worth asking. So your next steps, course curriculum brain dump. I do this thing called a Post-it note strategy where you grab a stack of Post-it notes and you just start writing all the different ideas and stories and experiences that you might want to include in your course, and you put them all over the wall. It's just a way to get those juices flowing. So I'm going to do a free training in a few weeks all about the Post-it note strategy, so stay tuned for that. I'll take you through the entire process. Of course, it's a step-by-step process. So I'll do that soon. Also, organize your systems and ideas, meaning taking all these ideas and kind of starting to put them into a blueprint or a roadmap, a way you might teach it when you're ready to do so. So kind of organizing your thoughts is a great place to get started. And then we talked about lead magnets, a cheat sheet, a checklist, some kind of guide. Create one that would attract an audience that would also be interested in buying your course down the road. Start growing your email list with the right people. So if you're, let's say, a hairstylist and you're going to teach other hairstylists how to do, like a very specific example is balayage. I've got a student, her name is Abby, and she's a hairstylist and she does balayage really, really well, which is a way of coloring your hair. And it's a very specific technique. She didn't invent it. She's just really good at it. And other stylists started asking her, how do you do this? Like, what's your technique? What do you use? What tools do you use? How do you sell it to your clients? All this stuff. So she created a digital course to teach them how to do this. And she was able to generate over $20,000 with her first digital course teaching balayage, a technique she didn't even create. How cool is that? So I tell you this because she started to attract other stylists who wanted to learn from her. So she started to put out free content, like a lead magnet, to talk about different things that would attract an audience who would eventually want to buy from her. This is how you start to attract that audience. Put out free content that's aligned with the course you eventually want to create. And then from there, you've got to launch. You've got to put yourself out there. You got to create that course and get it out into the world. Now, in Digital Course Academy, I teach my students how to first launch and then create, meaning let's not create anything that hasn't made you money yet. So it's called a pre-launch, and I teach you how to pre-launch your course and then create it. That way you're not wasting any time. Digital Course Academy is not open yet. It opens September 21st. But if you sign up for my quiz, which I'm going to tell you about in a minute, you will eventually know when the course opens up. So with that, I want you to go to amyporterfield.com/quiz. I want all of you to go here. And I want you to take the quiz. It takes 2 minutes. And the quiz will give you your personal path to a profitable digital course. So remember how I told you I just gave you like next steps? Well, this quiz, once you get your results, if the quiz tells you you are ready for a digital course, it will then tell you exactly what to do next. Remember, I'm a step-by-step girl, so I give you your first 2 or 3 steps for free how to get going. It's a very personalized, detailed assessment. I highly recommend you all take this. You have nothing to lose. And my quiz will tell you if you're not ready to create a course and what to do instead. And so I will literally tell you what is right for you. Go take the quiz, amyporterfield.com/quiz. Now, I also want to let you know if scenario 1, 2, or 3 didn't fit your needs, then maybe you're just not interested in a course. Maybe you want to stay with the one-on-one, or maybe you want to create a physical product, or maybe you're just going in a different direction. That's cool. But most of you here will fit into scenario 1, 2, or 3, what I just went over, because you're here and I'm talking about digital courses and you knew that's what I was talking about. So you must be flirting with the idea of creating a digital course. So take the quiz. Get your personal path to creating a profitable digital course, not just a digital course, but one that will make you money over and over again. Take the quiz and let me know once you've taken it. DM me, post about it on social. I want to hear what results you got. Okay. I love this. Monique says, I love the amazing results from the quiz. So detailed. That makes my day. You get an Amazon gift card just for the nice compliment. I know I'm supposed to be a little bit more random with those, but I did see that compliment and I thought it was really cool. The quiz is really, really valuable. Anna says she took the quiz yesterday. Makes me so happy. I love that. Annette says, I am so ready. Oh, she's ready for Digital Course Academy, I think. Maybe she's going to be the first to sign up. We're very excited. Here's one other cool thing about if you take this quiz. If you take the quiz, you will automatically, whether you're right for a digital course or not, you will automatically get your results and then what to do. But then from there, next week, I have a free 30-day bootcamp opening up. It's totally free, 30 days with me, where I teach the 7 key decisions every course creator should make before they actually start creating. 7 key decisions. And I'm talking about choosing a topic, naming your course, pricing your course. I'm going to teach you how to do all that for free in a 30-day bootcamp. That is so much fun. We've got prizes and surprises. It's so fun. This is the 2nd year that we've ever done it. We brought it back by very popular demand. So go take the quiz. And then on the quiz page, you will actually get an invite if you want to join us for the bootcamp. It starts next Monday, the 23rd. Okay, so you guys have questions and they've been popping up into, I've got an iPad in front of me and my team puts all your questions in here. So Carrie says, do I need to have a website before I build my email list? Technically, you do not. You do need a landing page where you ask for name and email in exchange for the whatever freebie you want to give them. But if you use ConvertKit will give you templates so that you can actually have those pages and it's part of their package. And with ConvertKit, if you don't have an email list yet and you want to get started, ConvertKit is totally free when you first are starting. So again, amyporterfield.com/ConvertKit. My team will give you that URL. So you don't need a website. It's easier when you do have a website to grow your email list and to grow your audience. But it's also something that I've noticed a lot of my students get bogged down with. And I'd rather see you start to create some content, start growing your email list, and create a very simple bare bones website. That's what I would suggest. Super simple, not a lot of bells and whistles. My friends, I used to have a really ugly website and I made $1 million in my business with that ugly website. Not a lot of bells and whistles, not the best photography. Like I hated photo shoots, all that stuff. So believe me, you don't need anything fancy. But if you really want to make sure you have a website so that, let's say you're going to blog every week or links to your podcast or whatever, then a very simple bare bones will do. Lauren says, should building an email list take priority over social media scheduling, blog post content creation, etc.? Here's the problem, Lauren. Those all kind of go together. So in order to build your email list, you must be creating original content, like you said, a blog. So because it's going to attract your audience in. And once you attract them into your world, then you can offer a freebie like a lead magnet in exchange for their name and email. And so creating content every week is what I tell my students, whether it be a video, a Facebook Live, an IG Live, a podcast, a blog, whatever it might be. Every week, I want you to create something original for your audience so they see you as their go-to source. Well, the best place to post that is on social media. And so social media helps bring people to your content. And then when they're at your content, if you offer some kind of freebie within that content, you're growing your list. So it really does kind of work together. Now, I would I would definitely prioritize setting up the foundation for your email list, getting the software set up, creating your lead magnet before you focus on all the other stuff though. Okay, that's an excellent question. Lena says, if we don't have an email list, how will anyone find our magnet? So here's the thing. That's where social media comes into play. But also, so you could link to your lead magnet in all your social media bios. I always tell my students, get interviewed by somebody and get the chance to mention your lead magnet on somebody else's podcast or somebody else's blog or somebody else's video interview that they're doing with you. Get active in Facebook groups so people are kind of seeing how much you're helping people. They'll naturally go to your website. On your website, you have your lead magnet. And so everyone, I want to remind you, this is so important. Everyone starts with 0 people on their email list. In 2009, when I started my business, big old goose egg, I had 0. And I didn't know how to grow an email list in those days. That's why I teach it now because I think it's so important. I didn't know how to, so my list grew really, really, really small. These days, you can grow a list really quickly if you start to get it going now. And so when you don't have an email list, you want to rely on social to attract your audience. You want to be in active Facebook groups and start posting and offering value. You want to get interviewed by other people. Bring people, let's say, back to your website or your lead magnet page so they can sign up for it. Lily says, is one-on-one coaching a mandatory step before launching a digital course? Or can we create a course even if we never work one-on-one? For sure, you can create a digital course even if you never worked one-on-one. So Lily, that is not a prerequisite. For those working one-on-one, it does give you an advantage in the sense that now you kind of know, or not kind of, you do know how you teach people. And so you could teach that in a course. But a lot of people don't like one-on-one. They don't want to do it. So Lily, here's what you need to know. As long as you've gotten results for yourself or for somebody else, whether that be a client or a customer or a family member or a coworker or a friend, as long as you've gotten results for someone else and you're willing to teach how you got those results step by step through a roadmap, you can teach a digital course. You only need to be 10% ahead of those that you serve, meaning you don't have to have 5 years of working one-on-one with clients in order to teach it in a digital course. You just need to be 10% ahead of those that take your course so that you can guide them forward to getting the results they want. So we don't have to make this a bigger deal than it is. People want to know what you know, and you're going to show them in your course. Chrissy says, what do you suggest for email content? So Chrissy, that's what I meant by blogging once a week or doing a Facebook Live once a week or an IG Live once a week or a new reel once a week or like an Instagram reel or a podcast. I'm very partial to podcasting. I have a podcast called Online Marketing Made Easy. So if any of you want tons of free list building content, Online Marketing Made Easy, my team will link to it. You can find it in Spotify. You can find it in Apple Podcast. I do tons of episodes on list building. So when you go to my podcast, just scroll through, you'll see tons of list building opportunities, especially for beginners. Actually, Megan, will you in the comments below, Megan McMillan's on my team, will you suggest a few podcast episodes, link to them in the comments below about how to get started with an email list? I have a lot of podcasts about how to get started. I've got a 2-part series that I did a while back. Even when they're the older episodes, they are totally tried and true. So Megan's going to post that. She's going to do a little research real fast. She'll post it in the comments below. And so you all can find some great podcast episodes that will help you. Okay. So that's what you're emailing. To get back to your question, Chrissy, that's what you're emailing. You are emailing, hey, I've got a new blog post this week. It's about XYZ. You're going to love it because blah, 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 whatever it is. Click here to go listen. Every Thursday, if you're on my email list, you will get an email from me that tells you I've got a new podcast episode. I just did a podcast episode where I showed one of my students took one digital course. She created one digital course and made $1 million with it in a little over a year. She launched it over and over and over again. One digital course. So this is the stuff that I love to teach. And of course, I teach on other things about how, what it takes to grow a business. So anyway, that's what you're emailing. Okay. Let's see here. Kate was saying, how and where do you build an email list? Start with my podcast. And again, Megan is in a moment she's probably scrambling like, oh my gosh, hold on. She's going to post a bunch of links to podcast episodes I've done about how to get started with an email list. You guys are going to love them. Krista says, one of my biggest hangups is that I don't really use Facebook for my audience. I do focus on my email list and Instagram. Do you feel Facebook is critical for providing student value, or are there other great options? Oh, Krista, for sure. Like, we use Instagram probably more than we use Facebook. I engage more with my audience in Instagram than I even do on Facebook. I use both because my audience is there. But let me tell you, you definitely don't have to do every social media site. Go where your audience is spending time and where you're going to feel more compelled to actually post regularly. Okay, Megan's done it. So she sent out 1, 2, 3, 4. Look for Megan McMullen. I think I said McMillan before. Sorry, Megs. Megan McMullen. She just posted 4 episodes to help you kickstart your email list. So I think you'll find those valuable. I love this question here. I'm going to get to this one. Oh, my team just put it in my tracker as well. So I'm going to get to this question in just a second. Before I do though, so I'll come back to this one. Angelique, I'm coming for you. Before I do, I want you all to hear this. So if you're multitasking, come back to me because this is important. I'm going to go full screen. So I opened the doors to Digital Course Academy on September 21st. That's in about a month. I don't know where August is going. What the heck is happening? We'll be in September next month. What? Okay, I'm just trying to get used to 2021 right now. I don't know what's happening. So in about a month, a little over a month, we're going to open the doors to Digital Course Academy. For any of you who want to change your business model, who desperately either wants to get away from one-on-one work or supplement your one-on-one work with a digital course, or if you're dreaming of more freedom, like time freedom, financial freedom, you want to make a bigger impact, you want to make consistent revenue in your business, these are all things that a digital course can do for you. From now until September 21st, when I open the doors to Digital Course Academy, this is a challenge. I don't know who will take me up on this challenge, but I know I'm speaking to a few of you that are going to take this very seriously. Start growing your email list, because you can join Digital Course Academy on September 21st and grow your email list at the same time. I even have a training inside a Digital Course Academy to kickstart that email list for you. So I take the two, list building and course creation, very seriously, and the two can go hand in hand. But right now, just get things going, because I'd love to see you grow your email list by 100 people in the next month. And that is very doable if you make the time to focus on it. So let's focus on this now. Let's get that email list going. So when I open the doors to Digital Course Academy, if you want to join me, you'll be ready to do so because you've already laid the foundation. That is my challenge to you. Who's going to take me up on the challenge of getting started with their email list like today? Like yesterday was a better day. Today's the day. When are you going to actually start building your email list? Let me know in the comments if that's something that you're going to start taking seriously starting now. I wish that I started earlier. It took me 2 years to take email list building seriously, and I struggled in my business for 2 years. You do not need to struggle making money in your business online. You do need an email list. Okay, Annabelle, you get an Amazon gift card. She says, oh, and Lakeisha, because I accidentally clicked on yours, you too. You do too. That was just meant to be, I guess. So Annabelle and Lakeisha, you both get Amazon gift cards for saying it's going to happen today. I'm starting to grow my email list. I gave you some great resources. You can get started today for free with some of the great resources on my podcast. Okay, going back to Angelique, what about how to develop the curriculum? I came back to this one because I love this question. Sometimes things make sense to us, but can be confusing and unclear for students to learn the way it's taught. Do you cover curriculum styles? I do in Digital Course Academy. It's module 3, and I lay out what I call the Porterfield process for outlining your digital course. Now, I named it after me because it's what I use battle tested for 12 years now. So it's a 5-step process for outlining, fully fleshing out your digital course. But the way I teach it is to get your content in a flow so you can teach it. Here's the thing. This is such a great question. You're right. How we might think we're going to teach it and how our students best learn, there could be a disconnect. And what I teach my students is to find that blueprint that you say, okay, here's the first thing they need to do. And then here's the second thing. And here's the third thing. Then I take you back and say, does this make sense? Have you added extra fluff? Can we kind of prune some of that out so it's not so overwhelming? Because the thing is, your students want to go from point A, where they are now, to point B, the results they want, as fast as humanly possible. They don't want any fluff. They don't want hour-long videos and 10 of them to go through in one module. They want short, quick videos walking them through exactly what they need to do to get through to the other side, which is the results they want. So there's a way to teach with quick, shorter videos. I'll teach you how in Digital Course Academy, but also there's a way to put together your content so it flows so your students actually get the results you're promising. So yes, I take curriculum very, very seriously. Back in the day when I was in corporate, my last corporate job was with Tony Robbins for over 6.5 years, almost 7 years. And I was the director of content development. And so I literally helped shape content that he did on stage at events like Unleash the Power Within, Date with Destiny, and in his digital products. I got to learn content creation from a master. Like that man knows how to create content in a way to teach it that people actually get the light bulbs. So I learned from one of the best, and that's why I take content creation and curriculum so seriously. Okay. Katie says, when you pre-launch your course and then create it, is it okay to give them one lesson at a time while you continue to create it? Katie, this is such a great question. That's how I teach it. It's not a lesson. We do module. We do one module a week. So let's say you create a course that is 6 weeks, a 6-week course. That means you have 6 modules. And what I teach in my lesson 3 that I told you guys about just now, what I teach is you've got, let's say, 6 modules. And under each module, you have multiple short videos with the lessons. So each week, you're going to deliver just one module, and it might have, let's say, 3 or 4 short videos or more. And that's their first week. And then as they're going through week 1, you're creating the next week. So then the next week comes out. And as they're going through the next week, you'll create the next week. So you kind of have to be on the hook. You got to be serious and work quickly, but at least you're not creating the whole thing, which will take longer and make you wait longer to make money. So that's how I teach it. But yeah, it's a week by week. We call it dripping the content. And it's exactly what I teach in my program. Kata says, or Kata, sorry, not sure how to say that exactly. Do you recommend recorded or live courses? I recommend both. So some of my star students like Danira, who is our caramel candy apple queen. She teaches people how to make caramel candy apples. In her first launch, get this, she made $62,000. Did it again, made almost the identical amount the second launch. It wasn't a fluke. And in her first launch, she delivered all her videos live. So each week she delivered a new module, like I said, but she just delivered them live in a Facebook group. She didn't want to pre-record and edit them. I like to pre-record and edit. I think it's maybe my type A personality wanting to get it all right. So, and I just feel better. Live video, although you might not totally see it here, makes me a little nervous sometimes. Like right before I get on live with all of you, I have a little bit of butterflies, especially if I'm in like a paid training and I get a little bit more nervous. So I do better just pre-recorded. I think I can kind of get more organized. So you could do either. And I teach both in Digital Course Academy. Great question. All right, my friends. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to wrap up now. I'll be back next week, same time, same place. So mark your calendars. But here's what I want you to do. Number 1, everybody, if you haven't done this, go to amyporterfield.com/quiz. Go take the quiz. Go find out your personal path to a profitable digital course. I just outlined 3 scenarios to know if you're ready for a digital course or if you should be focusing on growing your email list. In my quiz, I'll go deeper with that. I'll totally map out what you should do and how you should do it. And if the quiz says that you're not ready for a course and you should focus on list building, I'll give you even more strategies to do so, including a free training. So go take the quiz. It will tell you exactly what you need to know. If you take the quiz and the quiz tells you you're not ready for a digital course, you should focus on growing your email list, you've got 1 month to get that up and running, and you can do so. Start growing the email list so that when I open the doors on September 21st, if you are excited about learning from me, about building an asset in your business, a course that can make you money over and over and over again, then you'll be ready to do so. So this is your 1 month notice that you have time to get ready to create a digital course with me in the fall. So I hope that you take this seriously. amyporterfield.com/quiz will give you all the details you need. And then for those of you who are ready to create a course, meet me in my boot camp. After you take the quiz, I'll tell you about the boot camp, which is a 30-day free digital course Kickstarter Facebook group, which is so much fun. So you don't want to miss that. So many things coming up that are going to be free and lots of fun. Don't miss it. I'll see you next week, my friends, and have a great one. Bye for now.